After the nightreign DLC, fans are now eagerly waiting to see what FromSoftware is working on next. And today, we have some interesting new leaks that suggest the studio is developing a brand new, unannounced IP. No, this is not Duskblood. As most people already expect, Duskblood is planned to release after the nightreign DLC, and will reportedly be a Nintendo Switch exclusive, likely for the Switch too. But according to new information, FromSoftware isn't stopping there. They're also deep into development on another completely new project, and these new leaks might back that up. This information comes from Kurakasis, the same insider who previously leaked the codename for nightreign before it was officially revealed. If you didn't know, nightreign was internally known as CL, and that leak turned out to be 100% accurate. Now, we're seeing a very similar situation happening again. A new article recently surfaced with the headline, FromSoftware Deep into Development of Unannounced Project, Codename FMC. According to the report, and I'm quoting here, the Japanese studio FromSoftware, in addition to working on updates and DLC for Elden Ring, nightreign, and an exclusive title for the Nintendo Switch 2 called Duskblood, is also in the advanced stages of production on another yet unannounced project. This new game is described as a multi-platform title with the internal codename FMC. It's also worth noting that FMC is most likely an abbreviation of a longer internal codename, which is something FromSoftware has done many times in the past. Considering the credibility of the source and the details provided, everything points to this project being far along in development. In fact, unless the game faces an unexpected delay, the report claims that we could be playing it as early as next year. Now, if you're familiar with FromSoftware's development history, this part is especially interesting. The studio has always used internal codenames for its projects, and many of them have later been revealed publicly. For example, Elden Ring was internally called GL. Dark Souls II was known as FRPG2. Bloodborne had the codename SPRJ. Sekiro used NTC and NTCG. And here's a really interesting detail. Sekiro's codename actually revealed a lot about the game before it was announced. NTCG reportedly stood for New Tenchu Game, which makes perfect sense, since Sekiro heavily borrowed ninja mechanics and design ideas originally planned for the Tenchu series. So naturally, this raises a big question. What exactly is Project FMC? At the moment, there's no official confirmation, but we can make some educated guesses. FromSoftware tends to reserve major development resources for big flagship titles. This doesn't sound like a small experimental project, a remaster, or a minor spin-off. It also doesn't appear to be Dark Souls 3 a remake, or Armored Core the 6th content. Everything suggests this is a completely brand new IP, something that will stand as a new main chapter in FromSoftware's catalog. If you look at their release patterns, many of their biggest games, like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring, weren't sequels at first. They were bold, original ideas that pushed the studio forward creatively. And whatever Project FMC is, it seems like it's meant to follow that same tradition. Whether it's a new fantasy universe, a sci-fi setting, or something completely unexpected, one thing is clear: FromSoftware is not slowing down. Between nightreign, Duskblood, and now this mysterious new IP, the studio looks busier and more ambitious than ever. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think Project FMC could be? A brand new Souls-style game? Something closer to Sekiro or Armored Core? Or a completely new genre? Let me know your thoughts in the comment. And if you want more updates and leaks like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.